Wednesday afternoon was a pretty nice looking day here in the Coastal Empire and Low Country. We had a mix of clouds and sunshine, even a couple of stray showers in the southwestern part of the area. But the main story was the heat, and that will be the main story over the next few days. But at least we have a pretty nice view overlooking downtown Savannah. Just some thin clouds in the view right now, which will make for a very nice sunset post for us later on. Now, as far as our temperatures today, making it into the lower 90s in Savannah, some inland communities were a bit hotter. It was feeling hotter when you factored in the humidity, and as hot as it was for today, certainly not record-breaking. The record for this day, 100 degrees, set back in 1941, so it certainly could be a lot hotter this time of the year. Starting to cool off now for our coastal communities thanks to an onshore sea breeze. It has been strong over the past few hours, but west of 95, still numerous spots in the lower 90s. Pembroke, one of the hot spots at 92 degrees, feeling like 94, but it is feeling a bit hotter in Statesboro, and Metter at 95 degrees. And as we head into the later evening and overnight, we will remain mild. That strong breeze off of the Atlantic will keep humidity levels fairly high, and that will be the case through tomorrow as well, which could fuel a few isolated showers or storms. But the main thing that it will do is help to set us up for hotter conditions. 94 the forecast high temperature for Savannah, and we could have feels like temperatures approaching 100 degrees or more, and that will certainly be the case as we get toward the weekend, where by Friday feeling as hot as 102 degrees, but by Saturday and Sunday we will be in the triple digits, certainly feeling like it will be hotter than 105 degrees. Sunday, actually, that forecast feels like temperature is 110 degrees at least, and as we look ahead to next week, that heat will remain a concern, and that's even with storm chances staying in the forecast. For the next day or so, storm chances will be minimal because of high pressure just to the north. That will keep that sinking air in place, setting us up for very hot conditions, but that heat index will get a lot hotter, so we'll definitely have to watch out for that over the next few days. It's not going to be really until the weekend when those storm chances start to increase for the Coastal Empire and the Low Country. And with the hot temperatures, we might have a couple of isolated strong or severe storms developing. In the tropics right now, fairly quiet, some clouds along the intertropical convergence zone just north of the equator, but the main thing that we are watching is a broad area of low pressure that's starting to form in the western Caribbean Sea. We do expect this to cross over the Yucatan Peninsula into the Bay of Campeche over the next several days, and once it's in this area, it would have a low-end risk of developing into something possibly tropical, but at this point, no matter what happens, it will continue to the west toward Mexico and pose no threat to the U.S. and certainly no threat to the Coastal Empire and Low Country. For tonight, 74 for the low temperature, warm and humid with a strong breeze at times, hot and humid with a few isolated storms developing. The heat index values will be the main concern, but we will have high temperatures as hot as 96 degrees for places like Glenville, Hinesville, and for Pembroke. For the boaters, not a bad day out there on the waterways. South wind 10 to 15 knots, giving us seas around 2 to 3 feet. That water temperature has warmed to 81 degrees. As we look ahead to Friday, and especially for the weekend, that's when storm chances will start to increase. Despite those very hot temperatures, we will have scattered showers and storms to contend with, but if you're lucky, they will develop in your area and help to cool conditions off, at least locally. But either way, hot and humid with storms for the weekend.
We're waiting for that steam to rise in the
Yeah, that's fun to watch.
Too. Yeah, all the storms come and the steam just comes right up.
Yeah, then it feels more miserable once it starts heating up again.
Well, I tried. It was
yeah,
positive. So.